Curtis. You're so infatuated with my lifestyle. You see me out on the yacht with a black, beautiful woman. And I hope you don't have anything against black, beautiful women, Curtis. I mean, what are you insinuating here? I mean, and we know you just had your heart shattered when you found out what we found out. We all found out together. And we know that's the mother of your youngest son, little Bruce Leroy. Man, but you got to give a beautiful black woman an opportunity, Curtis. We know you may have been hurt. You're a hurt hoe, but get over it, man. Enjoy a glass of fine bubbles and move on in life. Be happy.
Nah, y'all. That is a forever below the yo. That nigga say your little son Bruce Leroy. How do you come back from that? We just watched allegedly Daphne Joy on the stand going ham about all her freak off and Diddy and that's your op, right? Diddy's your op, right? Fifth. Oh my God, that's your BM. That's the mother of your son. How do you? Did anybody miss the original footage that spawned all of this to begin with? Let's pull it up. This is what 50 and a couple people are saying is Rick Ross pulling off some suspect behavior while taking a cruise out on a yacht. Rose, that's my nickname. Be careful with the music. All right. I see a heavy smile from Rick Ross. All right. So some people, including 50 Cent, allegedly are implying that this person hugging up on Rick Ross is a man. Now, this blurred picture here that's blown up. I don't see full manly features. It's like 15% suspect, the blurry picture, right? I don't know. You can't just say short hair. There's a lot of beautiful women with short hair, right? If this hair was blonde, then y'all would say, "Oh, this is just a slim down Amber Rose," right? I don't know what y'all on, but because of the short hair, maybe the face structure doesn't look 100% supermodelish, and right. If you're gonna go 15%, then it's like cut it out. Like at that point, then we're just internet trolling. Okay. And there's other people on the boat as you see there. Right? There's like three or four. There's people upstairs, people downstairs. Look like there's a little kid here, a little young in there. I just don't know if Rick Ross out on the water like this with other boats moving around, especially sitting out there, right there where everybody could see other people on a boat like this, would be this deeply hung up and kissing on and hugging up on a guy. That would end his career if this came out clearly, right? Well, then again, I don't know if it would end his career because he's been through a lot and he still survived it all, right? But we're reaching. 50's reaching. I'm not reaching. He's reaching. And he's fucking reaching because he's been into it with him for 15, 20 years at this point. And I think we just got to look at this beef where we expect and enjoy the trolling for entertainment. That's what it is, man. Okay? It's real beef. If they cross paths, I wouldn't be surprised if something happened. It's real beef because serious things have happened. They say blood has been shed or money has been lost and that type of stuff. Well, blood has been shed. We can't forget that Gunplay, one of his right hand man, at least at the time, Rick Ross, they flipped him. They flipped him, right? Remember that footage came out? They caught him up and they jumped his ass, right? 50, Yayo, Mike Knox, right? They flipped this man Gunplay. So you putting hands on people. Okay. Money loss. Yeah, that happened too. Rick Ross, BM, end up suing 50 Cent when 50 Cent was on his pimpin' curly wave. He put out, what was it, like her porn or something like that? Exposing her. Now, I don't know how much you're getting exposed if you're recording porn. Like, I mean, but there's still protections and laws. And what 50 Cent did, technically, I mean, it's a reason why he lost that bread, and that's around time where he was filing bankruptcy, I believe, to protect some of his assets. You know, but he had to go in and out of court behind Rick Ross and all, or at least his BM and all this type of shit. It's real beef. It's a real problem for life. But I think they've been doing it for so long, and they've gotten so old. 50 just literally turned 50. That a lot of trolling is now come on to the board. You know, oh, look at that video. That's probably a guy. Yeah, but Rick Ross takes this W right here because all right, you want to say that this was a guy. Doesn't really look like it. He's gonna skate on this one, right? But we just saw what happened with you, 50, you and your BM. And that clap back from Rick Ross is like an immediate W. I'm sorry, Fifth. I'm sorry. You want to ruin this man's career, but obviously, throughout him being a CO, throughout you trying to expose his BM, throughout all the back and forth, Rick Ross is still here and he's in high demand. And he still puts out dope music, which makes me think that's pretty much what people just want Drake to do. Because technically, Rick Ross was exposed 10 times more than Drake was exposed. Was Drake exposed? Or was just a bunch of heavy narratives that damaged his character or his reputation and his image a lot? I don't got no proof of him really being a pedo. I don't. I don't got no proof of him sleeping with underage girls or nothing like that. And that's the center and the core of his lawsuit, right? The pedo stuff. I don't got no evidence. I didn't see no proof of that. The grooming on the young stuff or whatever, yeah, maybe you made some mistakes there. You need to stop talking and being around some of these young girls and entertaining some of these younger girls or whatever, Drake. And big mistakes there, buddy. That shit on stage where you kissed a girl on the cheek. Damn, you thick. How old are you? And all like, not good. Not good. But you being an all-out pedo of the nature that we use the word, I don't got no proof of that. Whereas Rick Ross, oh no, we have proof that that should BM in that porno and Pimp and Curly put it out. Oh no, we have the proof of you being a CEO and 50 pushing that whole wave as well. You know what I mean? And then even later on, it came out again with more HD footage of him accepting his reward. Like the video came out, courtesy of 1090 Jake. You want to know why 1090 Jake was so inspired to do that? The relationship that he's trying to build with 50 Cent, right? Y'all didn't see that. It didn't matter. Didn't stop Rick Ross. He's still here, balling every day on y'all, making a shitload of money from liquor endorsements and ownerships and music and car shows and shit. 50 just can't kill Rick Ross. Rick Ross went on to become an even bigger rapper. So all he can do now is resort to trolling him, saying, hey, look at that guy you're with on a boat. Not true, Fifth. Now let's talk about your BM. And the only reason it sounds like I'm taking a shot at Fifth at this point with that one is because 50 is he's been too comfortable trolling. We all love 50. We will love him forever. He's done so much, and well, there are a couple things that can make us turn on him 100%. And hopefully he never does those things, right? But we love 50, right? He's been putting on for the industry and for hip hop since we met him. Okay. It's the guy that we want to root for, the bad guy that you root for in a movie, the Scarface, the guy you want to see get shot up and then win and come back and dominate and go on to dropping his Diamond album. Cool. But it's like this latter portion of his career, all this trolling, and he does so much crying wolf. It's shit where it's just like, we don't believe you because you're saying a lot of shit that you can't really stand on. Right? Tammy documentary. Hello, Fifth, right? Because we did the paperwork read. Big Meech doesn't have straightforward black and white snitching on his jacket or on his paperwork. Hello? And that's what he's doing on his Instagram and on social media too much these days, man. You just went Tyler Perry mode. Why does he still have so much energy towards trolling and that level of petty? There's so many billionaires in the world that don't have time for that. I mean, that's one of the reasons we love him. We're like, yo, he stayed the same. But a billionaire shouldn't even have that much motivation or energy or time or thoughts to troll stupid shit. I don't got time to fucking troll Ja Rule 20 years later. Or Rick Ross. Or even Big Meech because he took a picture with Rick Ross. I don't. If it's fuck you, it's fuck you. If I'm cutting you off, I'm cutting you off. You know what I'm saying? But he's got so much like, how do you still care about this type of shit with Rick Ross after 20 years?